Genshin Impact's world of Teyvat is a rich and beautiful one, every corner filled with wonders to explore. However mysterious or dangerous, Teyvat has a compelling history going back hundreds of years. This leaves many questions surrounding lost civilizations, gods, dragons, and much more. Let's dive in and discuss some of these details to see if we can begin to unearth Teyvat's secrets. When researching the origin of the name Teyvat, it gave rise to more questions than answers. The name Teyvat is likely born from the English form of the Hebrew word Teyvat. Some sources suggest this word to mean boat or ship. When researching the name further, it's sometimes suggested that it may actually refer to Noah's Ark. Most already know that story, so we won't waste time retelling it here, but what's interesting about this discovery is that if the world of Teyvat is intended as a metaphor for Noah's Ark, it would suggest that the inhabitants of Teyvat were saved by the gods, whom they call archons, from some sort of calamitous cleansing event. If that is the case, what was it, and why did it occur? Teyvat is described as a world where the elements flow and converge. Archons of the past granted the mortal inhabitants whom were worthy enough elemental abilities in the form of an amulet, known as a vision. The civilizations that formed were said to have been bountiful with the help of those elements. 7 nations arose, bustling cities and trade ports, home to many, were built. The cultures that grew were peaceful and dedicated to their families, as well as their faith, in whom they came to call the Seven. The Seven represent the archons of each of the 7 elements: Electro, Geo, Hydro, Cryo, Animo, Pyro, and Dendro. Something happened, however. Despite the peace and prosperity the elements helped provide, 500 years ago, a powerful ancient civilization collapsed. At this time, it is unclear why or how, but it is said to have changed the world of Teyvat. Whatever calamity caused the fall of this society is now over. Life went on, but the unrest remained. For all the wonders and vibrant cultures that now exist, there also exists a great darkness. An organization called the Fatui sowed the seeds of corruption in an attempt to control the nations of Teyvat from behind the scenes. There is also the Hilichurl, a race of primitives with a language of their own and hatred for humanity. And finally, Teyvat is home to dragons, both great and terrible. One such dragon, known as Ursa the Drake, demanded human sacrifice to forge the farce of peace and security with the city of Mondstadt in its distant past. A story tells of how the City of Freedom was once overcome by greed and despair, its people deprived of its freedoms, as the wealthy flaunted their riches and privilege under the guise that only they could provide salvation from Ursa. The wealthy lords enslaved the Muratan people who lived nearby, a people distinguished by fiery bright red hair and for being formidable warriors, a race born of the Lady of Fire and War, Murata. Unfortunately, that prowess was seen as a threat to the comfort the greedy lords enjoyed. As such, they were used as arena combatants and sacrifices to Ursa. The Archons could not allow this. Teyvat was meant to be a sacred land of boundless opportunity as well as freedom. The greed and despair felt across the land awakened the Archon of Wind, Barbados, and after befriending the Muratan slave Vanessa, he helped her liberate the city of Mondstadt from the tyranny of both Ursa and the city's oppressive overlords. It was after this event Mondstadt became known as the City of Freedom, as well as the City of Wind, after the Archon, whom they hold their dearest faith for his part in delivering them from evil. The hero Vanessa was chosen to live amongst the gods in Celestia for her selflessness, and it is said that as an immortal, she serves as a silent protector in the form of a vigilant hawk, ensuring the freedom and safety of Mondstadt endure. South of Mondstadt lies Ligue. Rich from the spoils of renowned crafts and trade, the people of Ligue Harbor are peaceful and secure in their position at the center of Teyvat's economy. Aiding in that security, their protector, a man named Zhao. A legend exists dating back over 1,000 years. In it, it is said Zhao is one of the ancient Adepti, a civilization lost long ago. The city of Ligue Harbor is protected on 3 sides, nestled within a rocky landscape, and as such the inhabitants have come to hold their faith closest to Rex Lapis, the Archon of Geo. Indeed, they have much to be thankful for. Their lands are vast and beautiful. Ligue is also home to the Rite of Lanterns, in which the townspeople cast their wishes to the sky, a spectacular sight enjoyed by all who witness it. As described earlier, the name Teyvat may be meant to suggest that the world is a sort of haven, a world renewed in the wake of destruction, now governed by the 7 Archons to ensure peace and prosperity. A mystery worth further exploration, but what can be said for sure is Teyvat is a land full of countless mysteries and dangers. But in spite of this, the inhabitants have developed rich cultures and big personalities. We've got a lot to learn. What do you think of Teyvat? Be sure to let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching Teyvat Historia, and may the 7 watch over you.